To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping you along the way. Helping you to make it through another day. Yeah. Everything you need to know that you never knew, that you need to know. Look on perspective.
Well, hello and good afternoon to everybody. We are picking up today on Ezekiel 15. Now, we've been going through Ezekiel about a week now, and it is wonderful, 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 just wonderful to read everything in the book of Ezekiel, to familiarize ourselves with this wonderful prophet. And we're going to get right into it right now. Hello to all of you who are tuning in. And let's just see here. We'll start at Ezekiel 15 because I believe we did leave off on Ezekiel 14. And so we'll just pick up right here. All right. So it's very short, very short. And the word of Yahweh came to me saying, Son of man, what is the vine tree more than any tree or than any branch which is among the trees of the forest? Shall wood be taken thereof to do any work, or will men take a pin of it to hang onto a vessel thereon? Behold, it is cast into the fire for fuel. The fire devoureth both the ends of it, and in the midst of it is burned. Is it meat for any work? Is it good for any work? Behold, when it was whole, it was meat for no work. How much less shall it be meat for any work when the fire has devoured it and has burned it up? Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, as the vine tree among trees of the forest, which I have given to the fire for fuel, so will I give all of the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and I will set my face against them. They shall go out from one fire and into the other. That's like going out of the frying pan into the fire. It says, and shall devour them. And shall devour them. Let's see. Oh, that's great. And it shall devour them. Now, hello, Lisa Harl. How are you? And Deb Woods, good to see you today. So it goes on to say that in Alabama, thank you for being here. It says, and shall devour them. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh when I set my face against them, and when I make the land desolate, because they have committed a trespass, saith Yahweh, or Elohim Yahweh. Chapter 16 of Ezekiel, reading through Ezekiel, and what we do is we'll come back and we'll actually break down the commentary of it all and make it really plain, because I'm sure that you guys have already been following up on your own, which is good. So the 16th chapter of Ezekiel says, Again the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, cause Jerusalem to know her abominations, and say, Thus saith Yahweh unto Jerusalem, Thy birth and thy nativity is of the land of Canaan. Thy father was an Amorite, and thy mother was a Hittite. And as for thy nativity, in the day thou wast born, thy navel was not cut. Whoa. Neither wast thou washed in water to supple thee. Thou was not salted at all, nor swaddled at all. None I'd pity thee to do any of these unto thee, to have compassion upon thee, before thou wast cast out in the open field, to the loathing of thy person, in the day thou wast born. And when I had passed by thee, and I saw thee polluted in thine own blood, I said unto thee, when thou wast in thy blood, live. Yea, I said unto thee, when thou wast in thy own blood, live. I have caused thee to multiply as the bud of the field, and thou hast increased and waxen great. And thou art come to excellent ornaments, thy breasts are fashioned, and thine hair is grown, whereas thou wast naked before and bare. Thou wast naked and bare. In verse 8. Now when I pass by thee, I look upon thee. Behold, thy time was the time of love. And I spread my skirt over thee, and covered thy nakedness. Yea, I swear unto thee, and entered into a covenant with thee, saith Elohim Yahweh. And thou becamest mine. Then washed I thee with water, yea, I thoroughly washed away the blood from thee, and I anointed thee with oil. I clothed thee also with the broidered work, and shod thee with badger skin, and I girded thee about with fine linen, and I covered thee with silk, and I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon thy hands, and a chain on thy neck. And I put a jewel on thy forehead, and earrings on thine ears, and a beautiful crown upon thy head. Thou wast decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine linen and silk, and broidered work. Thou didst eat fine flour and honey and oil, and thou wast exceeding beautiful, and thou didst prosper in a kingdom. And thy renown went forth among the heathen for thy beauty, for it was perfect through my comeliness which I had put upon thee, saith Elohim Yahweh. But thou didst trust in thine own beauty, and playedst the harlot because of thy renown, and pouredst out thy fornications on every one that passed by. His it was. And for thy garment thou didst take and deckest thy high places in divers colors, and playedst the harlot thereupon. The like things shall not come, neither shall it be so. Thou hast also taken thy fair jewels of my gold and my silver, which I had given thee, and madest to thyself images of men, and didst commit whoredom with them, and tookest thy broidered garments and coveredst them, and thou hast set mine oil and mine incense before them, my meat also, which I gave thee, fine flour and oil and honey, wherewith I fed you. You've given it and set before them for a sweet savor, and thus it was, saith Elohim Yahweh. Moreover, thou hast taken thy sons and thy daughters, whom thou hast borne unto me, and thou hast sacrificed them unto be devoured. Is this of thy whoredom a small matter, that thou hast slain my children, and delivered them to cause them to pass through the fire for them? And in all thine abominations and thy whoredoms, thou hast not remembered the days of thy youth, when thou wast naked and bare, and was polluted in your blood. And it came to pass after all thy wickedness, woe unto thee, saith Elohim Yahweh, that thou hast built into thee an eminent place, and thou hast made thee a high place in every street. Do you see exactly what he is saying here? Everything that he's done, you've just thrown it all away. Everything that you've done. Everything that you've done. Everything that you have done goes opposite of what I've done for you. Let's start back up here in verse 23. And it came to pass. Let's go to 21. That thou hast slain my children, and delivered them to cause them to pass through the fire for them. And in all thine abominations and thy whoredoms, thou hast not remembered the days of your youth, when thou wast naked and bare. You don't remember where you came from, and was polluted in your own blood. And it came to pass after thy wickedness, woe unto thee, saith Yahweh, that thou hast also built thee an eminent place, and hast made thee a high place in every street. Thou hast built thy high place at every head of the way, and thou hast made thy beauty to be abhorred, and hast opened thy feet to every one that passed by, and multiplied thy whoredoms. Thou hast also committed fornication with the Egyptians, thy neighbors, great of flesh, and thou hast increased thy whoredoms to provoke me to anger. Before I have stretched out my hand over thee, and have diminished thine ordinary food, and delivered thee unto the will of them that hate thee, the daughters of the Philistines, which are ashamed of thy lewd way. Thou hast played the whore also with the Assyrians, because thou wast unsatiable. Yea, thou hast played the harlot with them, and yet couldst not be satisfied. Thou hast moreover multiplied thy fornication in the land of Canaan unto Chaldea, and yet thou was not satisfied herewith. How weak in thine heart, saith Yahweh, seeing thou does all these things, the work of an imperious whorish woman, and that thou buildest thine eminent place in the head of every way, and makest thine high place in every street, and has not been as an harlot, and thou scornest hire. But as a wife thou committest adultery, which taketh strangers instead of her husband. They give gifts to all whores, but thou givest thy gifts to all thy lovers, and hirest them, that they may come unto thee on every side of thy whoredom. And the contrary is in thee from other women in thy whoredoms, whereas none followeth thee to commit whoredoms, and in that thou givest a reward, and no reward is given unto thee. Therefore thou art contrary. Ezekiel 16, verse 35. Wherefore, O harlot, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh, because thy filthiness was poured out, and thy nakedness discovered, that thou, through whoredoms with thy lovers, and with all the idols of all the abominations, and by the blood of thy children, which thou didst give unto them, behold, therefore will I gather all your lovers with whom thou hast taken pleasure, and all of them that thou hast loved, and with them that thou hast hated. I will even gather them around about against thee, and will discover thy nakedness unto them, that they may see all of your nakedness. And I will judge thee as women that break wedlock and shed blood are judged. And I will give thee blood and fury and jealousy. And I will also give thee the hand into their hand, and they shall throw thee down in an eminent place, thine eminent place, and shall break down thy high places. They shall strip thee also of thy clothes, and they shall take the fair jewels, and leave thee naked and bare. They shall also bring up a company against thee, and they shall stone thee with stones, and thrust thee through with swords, and they shall burn thine houses with fire, and execute judgments upon thee in the sight of many women. And I will cause thee to cease from playing the harlot. I will stop you from playing the harlot. And thou also shall give no hire any more. So I will make my fury toward thee to rest, and my jealousy shall depart from thee, and I shall be quiet and be no more angry, because thou hast not remembered the days of thy youth. Thou hast fretted me in all things. Behold, therefore I also will recompense the way upon thine head, saith Yahweh Elohim. Elohim Yahweh. And thou shalt not commit this lewdness above all thine abominations. Behold, every one that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against you, saying, as is the mother, so is the daughter. thou art thy mother's daughter, that loatheth her husband and her children, and thou art the sister of thy sisters, which loathe their husbands and their children. Your mother was a Hittite, and your father was an Amorite, and thine elder sister is Samaria, she and her daughters that dwell at thy left hand, and the younger sister that dwelleth at thy right hand is Sodom and her daughters. Yet thou hast not walked after their ways, nor done after their abominations, but as if it were a very little thing, thou wast corrupted more than they in all thy ways. As I live, saith Yahweh Elohim God, he says, Sodom, thy sister, hath not done, she nor her daughters, as thou hast done. Not even Sodom or her daughters did as you have done, thou and thy daughters. Verse 49 says, Behold, this was the iniquity of thy sister Sodom. Pride, fullness of bread, and abundance of idleness was in her daughters. Neither did she strengthen the hand of the poor and the needy. And they were haughty and committed abomination before me. Therefore I took them away as I saw good. Neither hath Samaria committed half thy sins, but thou hast multiplied the abominations more than they, and hast justified thy sisters in all thine abominations which thou hast done. Thou also, which hast judged thy sisters, bear thine own shame for thy sins, that thou hast committed more abominable than they. They are more righteous than thou. Yea, be thou confounded also, and bear thy shame, and that thou hast justified thy sisters. Whoa. Verse 53. When I shall bring again their captivity, the captivity of Sodom and her daughters, and the captivity of Samaria and her daughters, then will I bring again the captivity of thy captives in the midst of them, that thou mayest bear in thine own shame, and may bearest and may confound in all thou hast done, in that thou art a comfort unto them. When thy sisters, Sodom and her daughters, shall return to their former estate, and Samaria and her daughters return to their former estate, then thou and thy daughters shall return to your former estate. For thy sister Sodom was not mentioned by thy mouth in the day of thy pride, before thy wickedness was discovered, as at the time of thy reproach of the daughters of Syria, and all that are round about her, the daughters of the Philistines, which despise thee round about. Thou hast borne thy lewdness and thine abominations, saith Yahweh. Verse 59. For thus saith Elohim Yahweh, I will even deal with thee as thou hast done, which hast despised the oath in breaking the covenant. Nevertheless, I will remember my covenant with thee in the days of thy youth, and I will establish unto thee an everlasting covenant, that thou shalt remember thy ways and be ashamed, when thou shalt receive thy sisters, thine elder and thine younger. And I will give them unto thee for daughters, but not by thy covenant. And I will establish my covenant with thee, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, that thou mayest remember and be confounded, and never open thy mouth any more because of thy shame, when I am pacified toward thee for all that thou hast done, saith Elohim Yahweh. Now chapter 17, and that right there, I really don't even want to go any further. I'm going to go further, but I just want to say that if you look at all of the abominations and all of the wickedness and all of the evil and everything that they had done, that's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. All of the wicked that they had done and everything that Yah had done for them, everything that Yah had done for them, they turned. This is so amazing. Let's look at it in natural terms, because Yah really put it in natural terms right there. In that particular passage, he really did. He put it in very natural terms. Can you imagine somebody who had been given everything, beauty, wealth, intelligence, and all of this, and then all of a sudden they just turn around and say, forget it. Thank you for giving it to me, but I'm going to pass it over here to all your enemies. Thank you anyway, but I'm going to take it over here and give it to all your enemies. Everybody who has been against you. I don't care nothing about what you did for me. I'm going to take it over here and give it to all your enemies. And Yah has given, as Deb says, an everlasting covenant. An everlasting covenant. You see? An everlasting covenant. And what did she do with it? She gave it away. All the good stuff. It's like seeing a young lady that give up all of her goodness to a cat that's not supposed to be laying down with her. She gives it all away. That's heavy. Because all Yah wanted to do was treat his children the best. That's all he wanted to do. All he wants to do for us right now is to give us his love, is to give us his ways. Hey, Lisa. Is to give his statutes to us. That's all he wanted to do. All he wanted to do was give us his best. And what do we do even right now today? Rebecca, hey, what do we do right now today? Sometimes we forget that he blessed us. Sometimes we forget what he's done for us. He's telling them to go back to their youth. Go back and check out who you used to be. Go back and check out what I did for you. Inger, hello, and thank you for your input today on Blog Talk. I so appreciate you, as well as Rachel and everybody else who came by. Thank you. He's saying, go back. If you don't remember what I've done for you, and if you don't know who I am, I'm the one who blessed you with everything. I'm the one who gave you food. I'm the one who gave you nourishment. Honey is nourishment. I'm the one who anointed your head with oil. When you think of the lambs that have all those flies tapping at their forehead, the shepherd goes and lays oil down so that they don't get any infection, so that the flies and the animal and the little pests go away from their forehead. He said, I'm the one who anointed your forehead with oil. I'm the one who kept you fed. I'm the one who clothed you. But not only did I give you clothes, he said, I didn't go to Kmart and Walmart. Not that there's anything wrong with those clothing, but I didn't give you that. In comparison, no. I gave you Bergdorf and Goodman. I gave you Saks Fifth Avenue. Yes, I did. I draped you in Neiman Marcus. I gave you the best. I gave you 100% the best. Well, you're walking around in Manolo Blahnik shoes. He said, I gave you red bottoms. I did. I decked you out. That's what he said. I decked you. You had on silver. You had gold. You had everything. What is he saying? Jerusalem. He's saying all of you, Yasharal, I gave you everything. I decked you out better than anybody. I draped you in the finest. I fed you with the best. And then you take it and go run over here to your enemies and lay it on them? Nah, that doesn't fly. That's not good. Jerry Mo W, hello. Yeah, he's saying that's not good. That is not good. That's what he's saying. And that's what we need to look at for our lives right now today, that we've got the blessings of Yah in our lives. And that we would dare not give him the praise and glory for it and stay in him. to dibble dabble in his truth and then go run over here to something else. Sandy Aaron said, I think there is more to this passing through the fire than meets the eye. Yeah, the passing through the fire is a couple of fold. Passing through the fire, you would think, well, let me just give it to you. Because there are many, it is double fold. It's a few folds. But passing through the fire is you would take your children and put them into the way of your captor, that you would allow them to be indoctrinated. You would take your children and allow them to be indoctrinated to Rome, educated by Rome, schooled by Rome, fed by Rome. Because, see, Rome will tell you to let your children make their own decisions. Yah tells us to raise them up. Rome says, let them get grown, and when they get older, they'll decide. So passing them through the fire being double fold, one fold is, yes, putting your children in that place and allowing them to become assimilated to that place and with that place where you probably won't get them back. Passing them through the fire. Sacrificing them for whatever it is you want. I have to put them in school because I have to go to work. These are just some simple things, putting it in today's terms. Passing them through the fire. Splitting them among the Romans in all different capacities. And then you grow up and you got somebody who don't even think like you. They grow up and they don't even think like you. Passing something through the fire is your sacrifice. Some would say that it's, the Malak or the Malak of Molech of the captors. The king of the captors. Giving it to them. Taking the children and passing them over to them who do sacrifice the children. It's several different ways that the Bible speaks. As we know that it just does not speak in just one regard, but it gives us a couple of different meanings, sometimes for the same thing. So absolutely. Absolutely. Deb Woods at Rachel Van Zyl, okay, going to listen. Sodom, there's more to this. They wanted to know angelic beings. Come on. Okay? You over there giving it up to everybody and doing all kinds of stuff, laying with stuff you're not supposed to be laying with, things that were never ever meant for you to do, you're doing it, and then you want to look at me like, hey, big deal. But in today's day, Inga Norman, spot on, we take a lot for granted. Charlie Sigler, it's good to see you, kind sir. It's good to see you. Yeah, you see that? So it is very, very vital that we understand the situation that that the Israelites were in, that the children were in. It's important for us to understand. Oh, you couldn't figure out how to get into it? I only have a phone. Is it still possible? Yeah, you call the number and you just sit and listen. You just call the number, the 515 number. Yeah. So it's just amazing when you consider the fact that, yes, the Israelites had everything. The children of Yasharal had it all. And they did not want to worship the true and living Yahweh. They would not give him a chance. Even after they saw all of the miracles, even after they knew that it was a, rags to riches story, even after that, even after they knew that it was a rags to riches story, even though they knew that, they didn't care. They just wanted it their way. They just wanted it their way. And therein lies the problem. Therein lies the problem. Sandy Aaron says, Ezra 9 says, the priests were first in mixing their seed with the Nephal, the Nephilim nations, the Nephilim nations. Do you see? Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Good afternoon, Lady M. Good to see you. Yeah. So the deal is that we have to understand exactly who he's talking to and exactly what is necessary for us to do. He's done all of that. He did all of that for Yasharal. He did it all for the children of Israel. He did everything for them. He gave them everything. He gave them the best. Let me tell you guys something. If I had the time to really break it down so that you understand why it was so imperative, one day I'm going to give you guys a really good story that's so true. But I don't know if everybody is ready for it. The fact that he had so much to give is because he sacrificed so much to give. He sacrificed so much. He sacrificed so much. Yah did. Remember when we looked at where he says, where they say, let us make man in our image? Did you guys ever get the opportunity to study that? Remember we say study that, who that is, when they were saying, let us make man in our image. Did anybody ever get the opportunity to study that? What I want everybody to do so that we can all be on one accord, in one accord when we chat again next time. As you guys know, I've been at this all day. Started on Headlines with a Voice, ran all the way over to Blog Talk, then I ran over there and I supported my brother Roy, and now I'm running back over here with you guys. Friday is a fun day. It's full of excitement. I'm always running, but I love it. I love Friday. I like it. Just really cool. But I want to give you guys some homework. Study not from the Roman perspective, Genesis, where it says, let us make man in our image. Let us make man in our image. Listen to that. Read that, and when we come back, we're going to work it out. I promise. Because I need to be able to tell you this so that you understand when I say he sacrificed so much for man. So much for man. Yes, the interlinear. Take it through the interlinear. And then I want you to literally see when it says Elohim or Elohim as the plural, it literally means that. I want you to look at that and look, and it will show you that it literally means that. And then go further. Before you do it, I want you to talk to Yah and ask him to show you. Hey, Anarchy, I see the two eyeballs. I want you to see it. Mama Bear, Papa Bear, where? Hey, Mama Bear, Papa Bear, how are ya? Yes. Where is Amy? I think I saw Amy this morning. Yeah, I want you guys to get into that. Get into it real good. So that way when we come back, we can talk about it. Now let's talk about the weekend. This Sunday, as you all know, is Sabbath. We had our new moon on this past Sunday, right? New moon day, which was a day, which was actually a feast, which is like a celebration day as well, a worship day as well. It was a Sabbath, new moon day, but you can cook on that day. This Sunday is Sabbath. So just relax. Take care of yourself. Worship with your family. I want to see if we can do a assembly worship that day. I'll talk to Ronnie and see. I wanted us to go and visit with someone else so that we could all go maybe do a Skype with another channel. But I'm not sure yet. I haven't talked about it with Ronnie to see. But I think it would be good if we could just do our own assembly here. Can we even do praise and worship? Yes, we can. We can do praise and worship with some of Ronnie's tracks so that way we know that it is approved through YouTube because it's, his copyrights. And then we can do the word. We can just fellowship and have a good time Sunday. You guys, let me know what you think about that. Leave a comment after we close up. Everybody, leave a comment in the comment section when we close up. Not here. because I want to get a good visual of it to let you know so that Ronnie can see, because he's not in the chat right now. So let's do that. Okay, you guys let me know what you think about it. We're going to close down early because I am really tired, right? And I don't like that about myself. I will get feeling good and all of a sudden run, 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 run and be bump, bump, ba-dum. But this is a good thing that we can talk about this today, going from Ezekiel 14, 15, I should say, into 17, and seeing how Yasharal put everything down, laid it all down, gave it to the enemies. You know, there's a passage that says that Israel literally had a horse forehead. And you see why now. You see why now. Okay? I caught the replay on Headlines with a Voice, and it was super informative. Thank you, Felicia. Well, you're so very welcome. I'm so glad that you were there, Mama Bear, Papa Bear. I'm very happy. Fifi, your voice sounds better and stronger. Yes, girl. But you know me. I got to go lay my tail down. Because like I said, I was supposed to be on here at 9, but then I walked in and it looked like my sons had Animal House in the living room. Look, they had partied in the living room. I was like, yikes. So I wasn't on here at 9 because I was like, yeah, we've been wrong. Sandy, I don't know what they was doing here last night. But I'm here to tell you that it looked like Animal Farm, Animal House. I was like, what happened in the living room? So I said, oh no. So I was not able to come on at 9, but I did go ahead and defer it to go over there. And I think that's exactly where we're going to do all of the news briefs, like the morning coffee. We're moving the morning coffee over there, you all. I think it's better because I sort of, I really want to keep the word here. I am. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you. Do you think that's a good idea, Charlie, to move the morning coffee while we're reading the news briefs and news stuff over there to Headlines with a Voice? I think it is. Don't y'all? Yeah? I think so. I think it's a good idea to just move it over there. Yep. Yep. So that way, yes, you do. Okay, good. Everybody agree with that? Yeah, to keep the news brief from our morning cup of coffee with all the news. Take that over to Headlines with the Voice. I think everybody enjoyed that this morning, and I sort of like it. I haven't been able to. Yeah, it does, Mama Bear. Good. I haven't really been able to comment on everything because as I see stuff coming in, William Craig, how are you? As I see things coming in, I sort of accumulate them. But right now, my heart is so, on this channel especially, is so pressed for, it is, Deb Woods. It just wanting to get people into truth and wanting to see all of us make it in. That's where I am now. I wanted to see everybody make it in. You know what I mean? And so that's the reason why I really want to, I'm glad you guys agree with that. So then that's what we'll do. We'll go on ahead and put it over there. Yes. They need to know. Yes. They're sort of an intimidating bunch though, Charlie. They make me get sad sometimes because I don't feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm following a very hard act and that these are grown men and Lady M. Grown men, girl. I got up ready and came in here and I was shocked. But Charlie, I just feel like sometimes, I don't know. I really love them though. I love their spunk. Her people have such a spunk about them. They are so awesome. They got a spunk that reminds me a lot of Bettina. So with all that said, you guys, that's where we'll find our morning coffee. I think I like 9 o'clock, but now that the boys are full-time on me homeschooling, because at first we were dividing it part of the school and then part me with their computers at home, but we've taken them out of that. Aw, Sandy, roll tide. Now that's on me, so I have to, I've done their curriculum. I already have that all set up for the younger boys. But yeah, I think we're gonna do that. So that's it. Okay, it's unanimous. It's unanimous. And then you guys don't forget to tell me what you think about, and down in the comments. Trying to get the comments beefed up is really what we need to do. Comments are so low right now. Comments are so very low. So wouldn't hurt us to have a, come back and make a comment. R. Jones, how you doing? Oh boy, we're having a good time with it too, R. Jones. We really are. Y'all is so good. He is so good. So don't forget what we're talking about. Mama Bear, Papa Bear, somebody put that down in the comments so that everybody coming in knows exactly what the poll was supposed to be down in the comments after we leave. Not in here, but the comments down below the video. And we'll get all that rolling. And I just want to tell y'all, thank you all for your support, especially on Fridays. I like Fridays. Now, we do have a special guest that will be coming, and he will be talking about nutrition. And I'm trying to figure out what channel to put him on. To be honest with you. Okay, while I snack in your ears. How ghetto fabulous, right? Smacking in your ears. Y'all be winking at us. LOL. You know what I mean? Yeah, Friday Fun Day. Absolutely, Mama Bear, Papa Bear. So what do you think? He speaks about health and nutrition. Where should we put him? Should he come? Should he be on TLP headlines? Matter of fact, we're going to shut TLP headlines with a voice down and move all of those videos over to headlines with a voice. Yep. I know, right, Rachel? I've been trying to run around eating all day. I really have. I've been trying to drink the same cup of coffee since this morning. Okay? Have them over here, the health and nutrition. Okay, R. Jones says have the health and nutrition guy come over here. Have him come over here. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't want to wear everybody out on the other channels either. So okay, so we'll have him come here. I'm getting his bio. He should have already sent it to me. I believe his date is, I don't have my cell phone in here, so I don't have my, more will see him over here, or more will see him on Headlines with a Voice channel, R. Jones. You think here? I know. I do, Deb Woods. I do. But no. Okay. So these are the 30-year-olds. More over here? Okay. We'll do it then. Because my sister and my godmother ordered his vitamin C blend. You both here? Okay, cool. His vitamin C blend. And they have been raving about it. I haven't gotten it yet. I'm going to wait till he comes and tells us what else he has. But my sister, my godmother, she absolutely is raving over his vitamin C blend. So we'll see what that's about. All right, you guys. You vote here too? Oh, well, it's unanimous. He will be here. The guests will be coming here. And that'll be on, again, I don't have my my cell phone with my calendar in it. You know, I could do that, Rachel. I could do that. That's not a bad idea, except just recently, so I'd have to edit it and make it different at the front and at the end. At the front and at the end, I have to make it different because they don't want us duplicating work on different sides. And see, you can simulcast here, and I don't know whether or not they consider simulcasting the same video on two sides as if you re-uploaded something, because they've changed their rules, and I don't want to be crossing nobody's rules. I want to keep their rules. This is their platform. This is their platform, so we want to keep it that way. All right, so it's on. The health and nutrition guy will be here. And I believe his day is Tuesday. No, it has to be Monday. Because Tuesday, I'm with Anthony Van Zant on his platform. I don't remember. Hallelujah. I'll make sure that I put a commercial up for him. If not a commercial, then it will definitely, that's right, R. Jones. then it will definitely be a community tab. Check the community tab as often as you guys can, especially for things for members. All right. All right, everybody. Title them differently. Yes. Yes. That's it. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like that. I like that, Sandy. Okay, you guys, I think I'm done for the day. That's enough for today, right? That's enough for today. So, I love each and every one of you. Y'all know I do. Y'all know I do. Monday Health Guy. Wouldn't that be funny? Oh, and another thing I wanted you guys to tell me down below in the description, down below in the comments once we close here. Do you want Saturday Night Live to come back? And if you do, and this is down below in the comments, because remember, we're trying to beep them up. If you want Saturday Night is Live to come back, please leave a comment. Yes, no, bring it back, whatever. Okay? Please, you guys, do that because I really want to bring it back. But we'll bring it back on Headlines with a Voice. Because we're keeping everything the word over here. Right? Right. Nutrition is where it's at now as I smack on this. And yes, you're right. Monty do be doing that. I mean, but he makes you want to go get up and get a snack. All right? Yes, he does. All right, you guys, listen. You know what we always say here on this channel. That man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High Yah. You guys take care of yourselves and take care of one another. And until we see each other again, please continue to be blessed. To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping you along the way. Helping you